Listen, while Sally's locking up, let's you and I get in the van and have a quick chat about what we're going to do here.
Debrief.
Yeah, for sure. Well,
What a building.
a great building.
We've got to top that. How are we going to top that?
I don't know. I don't think it's about topping. I don't think it's about topping the building. I think it's about she's so emotionally attached to it because she's been through so much already with it, and she's run a business here. I think Sally is going to be. I didn't want to prize away from this. I mean, you know,
she's not numbers led either. So
no.
Yeah.
And she's had this health scare, and that does put things in perspective.
I think you're in the running with your site.
Well, yes, I think.
I've got to really work hard now.
No, yeah, but I think we're both on a bit of a hard into nothing, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
But we've got to even if it turns out that she does this one, then I think we can give Sally some really, important advice on how she makes it as successful as it can possibly be.
Yeah, completely. And sometimes you need to, see multiple things to know the ones that you don't want. And so it reinforces, actually, maybe she should build this out.
Yeah.
Here she is.
Hello.
This is fabulous.
Welcome to the bus.
You like the bus?
I'm loving the bus.
Yeah.
Get in the bus.
Okay.
Get in the bus.
All right.
We're going to get off.
Okay, good.
It's
Great stuff. You have to shut the door.
1954. Still showing her age, but still full of beauty.
Love it. I love it.
Just
Right.
It's got a certain charm.
Just like you. Not you. You.
Oh, yeah. Charming.
Sit. That's me. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Off you go. Yeah. Good. So, this is alternative number 1.
Okay.
Now, this is my suggestion, okay?
Okay.
That's an interesting little face you're pulling there. It might not be as beautiful as the building that you've already got. No, it's not. It's
Stunning.
So, let me give you a bit of the background. This is a prefabricated building, all right? It was a former church. It's in a really great residential location. You've got obviously the main road here, car parking, 3,000 square foot of building.
Beauty.
Well, not really beauty. I mean, let's call it what it is. It's not very nice at all. However, in 1999, it was granted planning permission for demolition and the construction of 3 houses. Okay, now look around. There's some really nice houses around here. So you're looking at a high-end residential area and the option for 3 houses. So as a potential development opportunity, forget what it looks like now because you're going to knock it down. What are your initial thoughts?
Speechless.
Which is, let me just ask this question.
Space, a great space.
Yes.
Car parking.
Yes.
Big plot, isn't it?
Big plot actually, and lovely road. So, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, bearing in mind we're going to knock it down, or probably, well, or definitely.
Yeah.
Almost what's inside is irrelevant. But should we go and explore anyway?
Yeah, lovely.
Okay.
Let's have a look.
Lead on.
Look round
Okay,
after
thank
you
you.
guys. I hope he knows what he's doing.
Head in here.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
The good news is it has had previous planning permission. The bad news is that was over 20 years ago. So there's no guarantees you're going to get that again. However, we are in a residential area, so I would say that the odds were definitely stacked in your favour. The great news, again, is it's a very level plot, easy access to the road for getting building materials and getting rid of rubbish. Being a prefabricated building, the cost of demolition and also the amount of rubbish you're going to generate is about as low as it's going to be for a 3,000 square foot building. Before you put in an offer to buy it, I think you would want to meet with the council, as Nick said, get a pre-application in, which is that an informal kind of discussion where they can't officially say, yes, you will get planning permission, but so the likelihood is if you went in with an application in such and such and such and such a fashion, we would in principle support 4 houses, 5 houses, 3 houses. Okay. But if we were to do that, what we'd also want you to do is X, Y, and Z. Right.
Would you go under development finance?
Well, you can't get development finance until you've got planning. Do you need a 2-phase refinance on this? A bridge loan followed by a sort of land and development style loan. You know, I think the key is getting your ducks in a row early on planning. So
now, I know you're not particularly into the numbers. Okay. It's not your strong point.
No.
But obviously, this is probably much more a numbers game. Yeah. Ballpark figures here. How much do you think it's on the market for?
Oh.
Do you know the area at all?
I know of the area for various reasons, and it's a difficult one because it is a really lovely road. So
I'm not going to judge you if you get it wrong, Sally. Just have a guess.
I don't know. I don't know. I would say I'd be thinking about $500,000 or something like that for something like this for the land.
$1 million miles.
Not bad. It's a little bit more than that. 750,000, so it's $750,000. In terms of gross development value, based on 3 properties, probably reasonable sizes, £250,000 each to build. Gross development value about 2.4. So there's about £800,000 in this one. If you get 4, then your economies of scale kick in, and that would be up then probably to around $1 million, 1.1, whatever it is. You know, it's a potentially profitable. There could be £1 million in this. Now I know that's not what drives you. But you could do a lot of good with $1 million.
It helps, yeah. You seem to be changing your tune.
I'm changing already. I'm so fickle.
I like this, because this is just warming up for my site.
Yeah, it is. You can see why it is a good development site. However, it doesn't have planning permission. So as I said, if you were going to put an offer on this, you would definitely want to put it in subject to at least a pre-application approval. Because otherwise, what's the point? You paid £750,000 for something you can't build on. Do you want to go and see next?
Yeah, I think we should, to be fair.
Let's see if I can top trump you, Martin.
Well, you know what? You might.